Okay, number one, where do I get stock ideas? Okay, very simple. Just Google. Okay, you can just go and Google, like, for example, okay, just make sure. Okay, just Google, like, for example, listed company in blockchain, companies in health tech industry, for example. Okay, so you can see all this will be shown, or either that. Okay, or either that, usually there's some reports, like what are the companies, what are the listed companies in this area. So this is how I pick up stock ideas. So of course, all this are not exhaustive. Basically, there's a lot more companies. Like I said, it's not about ranking them. So generally speaking, if let's say, for example, blockchain, usually I will invest in at least 3 to 5 companies, because I don't know exactly which one eventually is going to turn out well. So I just want to give you a snapshot of how I actually scale them down. Okay, like in this case, this one is, like I said, basically just Google. One thing I take away is all the bigger cap companies. Like for example, MasterCard. MasterCard is actually also in blockchain. Like for example, Nvidia is also in blockchain. PayPal is also in blockchain. So all these bigger companies I actually take up. Okay, as for reason I mentioned earlier, because I'm looking for a multi-bagger. Okay, sorry. Okay, apologize for that. Okay, I'm looking for multi-bagger, so those type of companies is a bit more difficult for them to double, triple the price. So I'm actually looking for smaller cap companies. Okay, like in this case, down here, what will be interesting to me is, like, for example, this one, Marathon Digital. Okay, so one thing that caught my attention is the PE lah. Okay, only 8 times PE. Quite interesting. And down here, Coinbase. Coinbase is actually, because it's actually quite well known. If you are actually into Bitcoin, Coinbase is actually one of established, what do you call that, the Bitcoin trading platform. Okay, so that is how I get the stock ideas. That's how I pick up them. I actually go by market cap. I don't want it to be too big, not too small also. For certain type of business, you need the financial muscles. So can be too small. I think blockchain actually still okay. So I don't mind. And this Mara really caught my attention because of the low PE. Now, what do they do? Mara is a Marathon Digital. They do Bitcoin mining. Can I hope you're still in the house. We are talking about Bitcoin mining now. So they basically are very much into Bitcoin mining. So again, what is Bitcoin mining? I have another video especially on that. I'll show you very, very soon. And they are also have Bitcoin treasury, which means they just hold a lot of Bitcoin. Okay, they have a large amount of Bitcoin. So if one day really the Bitcoin price shoot up, this company will shoot up like crazy. So invest in this company. You're basically doing Bitcoin mining. You're also buy into a lot of Bitcoin. So let me just play a video of what exactly is Bitcoin mining. Okay, so that is Bitcoin mining. And of course, why am I showing this video is because this company is actually into Bitcoin mining and holding a lot of Bitcoins. Okay, so if I look at the financials, as you can see, okay, does this company pass or fail my 6 tests? Yes or no? Does it pass or fail my 6 tests? Anyone can help me here? Okay, fail, cannot. So you can see profit is not positive. So in fact, it's only positive for 2023. Interest cover fail. Okay, cash flow fast pass 5 positive fail. Okay, but yep, I am okay to invest in this company. Why? Because like I said, for this group of company, as long as current ratio greater than 1, debt equity less than 2, I am good. I am okay to invest. Okay, because I'm actually investing in futures, what do you call that? The future profit, future earning. So like in this case, if let's say for whatever reason, suddenly, blockchain become the next big thing, then Bitcoin, the price double, then that's it lah. I will actually make quite a bit of money from this counter itself. Okay, so once again, the key thing I say, even though fail, but because of this investment team, THEME, I am okay to invest in this company. Okay. Okay, next, I just want to share with you all the chart. So as you can see from the chart perspective, indeed, in fact, it has actually went up to more than $125 before. And currently, now it's at $20. Okay. So at least based on this, is actually quite possible for me to get my multi-bagger. So this is what will be my investment plan. After I buy, if I hit 100% return, that means it hit $40, I'll sell half. Okay, of course, my entire holding period is about 1 to 3 years. And after that, if it hits $60, I will sell the remaining half. Okay, that means let's say I got 10. Okay, let's say I got 12. $40, I'll sell 6. Then I left with 6. Then after that, if you hit $60, I'll left with 3. Then the remaining depends on how greedy I am. Okay. Because you don't know really where is it gonna be. Like for example, what is the maximum price for Bitcoin? Nobody will know. And if let's say the price drop by 50%, I will sell half. If let's say price drop by 50%, this one become $10, I'll just sell. No choice. That means I bet the wrong stock. And if let's say, for example, going forward, credit current ratio less than 1 or debt equity more than 2, then I'll just sell. I'll sell everything. Or either that, based on news that says that, okay, this company, either it's a wrong technology, or either that is the the wrong company, or this company not doing well, then of course I sell everything. Then of course I make a loss. So like I said, this is high risk, high return. Okay, so that is for blockchain. How I actually pick up my stock. How I actually, have my investment plan. And again, of course, like I said, this will not be the only blockchain stock I will invest in. If I want to invest in blockchain, eventually I'll invest in at least 3 counters, 3 different counters. Okay, question. Okay, comparing buying Bitcoin itself versus these stocks. Okay, so of course, like I said, I will be diversifying. Like for example, if I just buy the coin itself, I will not go into mining. I won't be doing the mining work. Okay. And eventually, like for example, if I were to invest in blockchain, I will also invest in different type of services like Amazon. Just how we saw Amazon, they actually provide the framework for you to create blockchain. Okay, so I won't be just like investing in Bitcoin per se. Hope I answer your question. So the idea here is actually blockchain. If I invest in companies, I will actually invest in different part of the blockchain process. Okay, hope that helps. Okay, the next industry is EV/AV. So again, same thing. I go and Google. Now, EV/AV, there's actually 2 parts. One is, of course, the car manufacturer. Then, of course, there's the batteries part. So like I said, of course, Tesla, again, I take out. Okay, why? Because I'm looking for multi-bagger. Then I look at the rest. EV/AV, which one caught my attention the most is actually this thing called the Li Auto. Li Auto. BYD, by the way, failed my current ratio test, so I'm not going to touch it. Then, of course, these 2 is actually not making money yet. Okay, I may consider, but if I were to just compare based on this, Li Auto stands out. P12, also quite good. So, by the way, Li Auto is actually listed in US, whereas BYD is listed in Hong Kong. No. Oh, yeah, BYD is Hong Kong. Then after that, there's this CATL. So this is a request by one of our friends, one of my members. This one is actually a battery manufacturer. It's listed in Shenzhen. So I just thought of just taking a look at it since it's, he actually asked about this company. So Li Auto, you can see here they are car manufacturer. By the way, anybody saw this car before or heard of this brand before? Anyone? Seriously, I haven't really seen like I think it's called Li Xiang. Li Xiang car is, of course, it's a China car. Anybody saw or ride this car before? No? Anyone? Okay, so maybe next time if you ever go China, you may actually want to pay a bit attention. Oh, okay, nice. So you seen in China. Yeah, maybe next time can actually see whether is that a good car or not. So yeah, in fact, I was quite surprised. Basically, if you actually go to website, they claim that they are actually one of the largest EV car manufacturer in China. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't been to China for a very long time. So is it really that a lot of people there driving this Li Xiang car? Well, so maybe next time if you go can pay attention. It looks quite good on picture, but I don't really know how good the car is. Okay, but the numbers are actually quite okay. So yes, it didn't really pass the test. But the rest are quite okay. Current ratio is passed. Debt equity okay. Profit margin 8.7. Okay, interest cover pass. But you can see that there is a growing trend. Okay, growing trend. So in fact, last year it has turned positive. And based on the trend, it seems like the income is actually going to keep increasing. So of course, this is something that is actually quite interesting to me. Quite interesting to me. And if you actually look at the stock price, so indeed, there is potential. If just look at historically speaking, there's actually potential to hit at least one bagger. If let's say just go back to this point in time. And of course, it's possible given that now adoption rate for the China EV is only 25%. So can you imagine still have another 75% to switch from the fuel car to this EV? Okay, I'm quite sure it's a huge potential market for them. So again, if I were to buy, I will sell half within 2 years. So regardless, 2 years I will sell because at that point in time, we will roughly know that who will win the EV game. Okay, so at the 2-year mark, either they are one of the major player or they are not. So if they are the major player, I'm quite sure the price will be higher than this. But if let's say, for example, next 2 years, someone surpassed them or, they lost their marketing position, then of course the price will go down. So regardless, 2 years, I probably will sell some stocks. Whether I make or not, it depends on the performance and nobody knows. And of course, if let's say after 2 years, they are proven that they are the main player in EV, okay, I think this is a stock worth keeping. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so this will be my investment plan if I were to invest in this counter. Okay, I am quite happy to go in at this point in time also because as you can see, the PE is only 15 times. 12 times. It's definitely not expensive. And of course, based on price trend, it's actually down. So yeah, for those who are interested in EV, but it would be great if you can at least understand the car a bit. I really don't know how does it look like. I never see a Li Xiang car before. Okay, questions, anybody? Okay, no, I move on. So let's talk about batteries. So the battery one is a CATL. So this is a Chinese company. So by the way, their batteries are not just for cars. They are also into different applications, commercial. They're also into energy storage. They're also into battery recycling. So it's not that they just do car batteries. Okay. And if you actually look at the 6 tests, do they pass or fail the 6 tests? Can you just take a closer look? No response. Anybody? Pass. Thank you so much. Actually pass. Okay. So it doesn't mean that all all this high-tech company all fail success. No, so this is actually quite a stable company in my opinion, for obvious reasons. Because I'm quite sure some of these applications are already making money. And of course, if let's say there are more EVs, these passenger vehicle solutions, they are going to have a very strong demand for their business. So this is their price trend. This is, by the way, listed in Shenzhen. So you can see Shenzhen. Okay. And yep, again, based on chart, potentially it can also hit one multi-bagger. So it was about 350. So eventually, if let's say there's a higher demand for battery, and of course, if the company can, continue his good performance, I'm quite sure the price will go up. Oh, hey, stable company, and it's got PE, I don't mind just buy hold for next 3 to 5 years. And see, because I think one thing is quite certain, the demand for battery is actually going to go up. So based on there's going to be more demand for EV. And just now, if you remember, there's actually this chart that said that the demand for the battery is going to increase. So, yep, high demand, likely to be high profit. So I think currently this company is stable. It's a company I don't mind holding for long term, 3 to 5 years, and just wait for the price and see how. Okay, so this is my take on the batteries company. And no questions, I will move on. Okay, let's go to health tech. So health tech, as you can see, we broke down into 3 parts: telemedicine, personalized medicine, and medical wearables. So telemedicine, I actually chose Doximity, okay, because this CVS Health, the current ratio failed. Personalized medicine, I actually chose Exact Science. Okay, because I believe that for personalized medicine, if you talk about gene, there's a lot of R&D involved. You need to do a lot of R&D, and that one you need some financial muscle. Okay, like for example, they were saying that to develop the COVID vaccine, I don't know how much they actually require, like billions of dollars type. And to develop any medicine, blah blah blah, so and so forth, is not only a lot of money and also very long time. So you need the financial muscle. So I would prefer something that is a higher market cap, a bigger company. Like in this case, not much choice, but I'll choose a 7-1. Okay, medical wearables. I actually go for Dexcom. So again, it's because ABT and Medtronic, they are already very established companies. You want them to be multi-bagger, more difficult. Okay. So again, I just give you an example why I will focus on those counters. And again, I won't just buy into these counters if I'm interested in this technology trend. Diversify. Okay, Doximity. Okay, this one is quite interesting. They are the professional medical networks for physician. Okay, so by the way, this is for telemedicine. So they're just a platform for all the doctors to come together. So quite smart. So they're just an IT guy, then they got all the doctors, together. And if you can see, they are already very healthy company. Okay, 6 has passed, and their profit over past 5 is actually growing. So to me, it's actually quite interesting at this company. And their cost is very low. All I have to do is just provide the platform, and that's it. Of course, their assets is the network for the doctors. So the doctors are already, very used to this platform. Okay, they're already on this platform. So, yep. Don't see a lot of cost in that. Just make sure the app goes well and they just collect money. As long as their network get bigger and bigger, more people go into telemedicine, I think, the growth is going to be quite okay. I don't see anything that will actually topple their growth. And look at their margin, 31%. Very good margin. Okay. Look at the price. Now it's $27. Like I said, such companies, there are higher chance to be multi-bagger. So you just need about $50, which historically seems possible. Okay, currently P 30.5, I think it's actually quite okay if you ask me, because like I said, I do see the demand for telemedicine to keep increasing. Okay, that means I do see potential for their income to keep going up. But of course, if you think that is a bit high, you want to wait for market to wait a while. If you believe that market is bearish, yeah, sure, to each his own. But personally, given that it passed the 6 test, given that I'm quite comfortable that the income is going to increase, or at least the market size is going to increase, I think this is a company I don't mind buy hold for long term, 3 to 5 years. And of course, if let's say this company is still around, then I believe the price will go up. Okay, so Doximity for telemedicine. Okay, next company is Exact Science. How do they earn money? Subscription fees. Okay, I believe what they do is, okay, of course, it would be good if you could also just go into the website and learn more. So I believe what they do is they are just on the platform. I think they will get a cut every time there is what do you call it, a consultation. That is what I believe. So of course, number one, when the doctor want to use this platform, they probably have to pay some subscription. That's one. Number two is, if let's say, for example, there is a deal, that means someone actually contacted the doctor and there's a transaction on the platform, they probably get a cut. But please go to the website to learn more. To be very frank, I didn't really read in detail. Yeah, but usually this model are more or less the same. Okay, thanks for the question. Okay, Exact Science, quite interesting company. So what they do is they actually help to eradicate cancer by preventing it, detecting early, and get guided personalized treatment. So of course, this is what we call the personalized medicine part, and they're actually very focused on cancer. So what they do is they do detection, early detection. Then after that is personalized treatment. Okay. So apparently, they already have. Okay, this is two. So one is this one is already what they have. So they have all these tests for early detection. Actually, quite interesting. Actually, this medical space is actually quite interesting. That day I was just reading this book. Okay, thanks to one of our members here. I don't know whether he's still around, but anyway, this book actually says that heart attack, heart attack in the 60 years old. Okay, the what do you call that? The heart attack is actually start to form when this person is at 15. Okay, I repeat. So let's say, for example, this guy actually get heart attack at 60 years old, right? Okay, the heart attack actually start develop when that person is at 15 years old, 15. Okay, at least based on this book. So basically, if let's say you can intervene earlier, that means do something when this person is at 15 or even 16, 17, 18, whatever. Okay, you can actually prevent, or either that, have the heart attack only happen at a lot later stage. Okay, so that is, there's still a lot of medical advances that can be done. So in fact, now, at least again, as per this book, now we're actually still on what they call that, treating all the conditions. We haven't really gone into prevention yet. Okay, like for example, they say that, oh, okay, this person, okay, kena cancer already, then go to the hospital. So in fact, a better way will be, before this person get cancer, okay, things are already done to prevent him from getting cancer. That should be the ideal way. Of course, it's not easy to implement. Okay, but that's ideal way. So there's actually a lot of advances still can be done. And this company is one of them. So basically, they have this test that can actually detect either potential for cancer or either that super early stage cancer. Then, of course, can treat faster. They also have quite a number of pipeline products. That means these are not out yet, but they are currently working on it. Okay. Okay, but then as you can see, such companies, their financials are not fantastic. So this company is still in loss, by the way, still making losses. And of course, if they are making losses, their profit margin will fail, interest cover will fail, the cash flow will fail. The only thing that pass is my two criteria. So that's why I still also don't mind invest in this company, because they seems to still have very good they're still managing their debt quite well. Still pass my test. Okay, so how I would invest such company? Okay, so P, of course, NA because there's no earnings. I believe that the price is likely to spike every time they launch a product. So as you can see here, they still have a lot of new products coming up. I believe that every time they launch a product, or either that there's some news, I believe that the price will actually go up. So I actually just play that. So it's really like, got money, I just park there. Money that I can afford to lose, or what we call the really super spare fund, park there and just wait. Wow, when their product launch, then pump, spike up. Then see how. So like I said, high risk, high return. Okay, so again, historically, it has happened. So probably, these are times whereby, they have certain products. If I'm not wrong, they are also involved in the COVID test. They are probably one of the first few that came out with the COVID test kit, if I'm not wrong. So maybe that explain the spike. Okay. So yep. Again, if you actually want to get at least one bagger, $80 or either that 120, historically it's actually quite possible. But please understand, usually this kind of medical company, you have to wait. Like, to develop one of this product probably is like, probably it's going to be like, I don't know, 3 years, 5 years, actually quite a long time frame. And you have to pump in like billions of dollars inside to really billions of dollars inside there to create one product. They have a lot of testing, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But once it's out, there's a chance for the spike. Okay, this is my game plan for this counter. Okay, so far okay. Please stop me anytime. Any question, please ask. Okay, the next one for wearables. The company I found is actually this company called Dexcom. What do? They just do continuous glucose monitoring. And then I think I have a photo on it. Yeah. So you can see if I'm not wrong, in Singapore, if you actually want to test for glucose, you have to do the finger prick. Okay, finger prick. Then after that, you have this strip, then put in the machine. So I remember that time, my mother had to prick like every alternate day or something like that. So now they actually have this. You can just paste on it and you can have real-time numbers alerts. I think for diabetic patients, they probably need more monitoring of the sugar level. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Sukit. Thank you so much. So I think this is more for diabetic patients. Okay. So, one of the medical wearables. And again, this company is already past the 6 test. That means it's actually quite a stable company and their profit is actually growing. So apparently there's actually more demand for its product. Okay, but in terms of price, it's not cheap. PE 71 times. I think it's a little bit expensive. And it seems like, at least from the website, they only have one product. I believe that the demand for this product will increase. More and more people probably use this product, but they only have one product. So PE 71 times is actually a bit high for me. I probably want to wait a while before I invest. I don't know. At least usually, I think PE 30 times, but I don't know whether you fall to that low or not. Okay, but then this one, because there's only one product, you wouldn't have like, new launch product, then there's an excitement there. So to be very frank, this company may not be top of my list. Okay, so again, I just want to show an example of medical wearable company. Okay, any questions so far? So I basically have covered 3 industry already. Blockchain, I've covered EV, then I cover the health tech. And the last 2 company, the last segment, the second last is augmented reality. At first I was trying to look for the smaller company Autodesk, PDC, Roblox, but unfortunately all their either current ratio fail or their debt equity fail. So no choice. The only one example I can give is the Adobe. Okay, large company. So usually this kind of company, I'm not that interested for this team because very hard to get multi-bagger. They are really so established. So anyway, you can see what they do. Okay, I don't really have a video, but interested, you can just go and visit the website and look for Arrow. They basically have the software for you to build the augmented reality. They have a video quite interesting. Go and watch. So it's actually not so difficult. You can actually subscribe to the software, and with that, you can just build your own AR product already. Okay. 6 tests, do they pass? Yes. Pass the 6 tests, stable company, but their profit is actually sideways, not growing, sideways. Yeah. So like I said, probability of multi-bagger is low as already established company. But I do see a lot of potential growth. Will only buy if price is attractive, P less than 30 times. Okay. And lastly, robotics. Robotics. Okay, I think CW mentioned just now Intuitive Surgical. Okay, unfortunately, the current ratio failed, so I'm not going to take it. So the one that stand out for me the most is this Rockwell Automation. And what do? Is they are basically into smart manufacturing. If you're interested, again, please go to the website. So they into helping to design factories. Okay, a lot of robot arms, a lot of systems to do smart manufacturing. So that's actually what they do. And same thing, yes, pass the 6 tests, and same thing, they are already a very established company. So if you want to multi-bagger is not so easy, but their PE is actually quite reasonable, not cheap, not cheap, but reasonable, below 30 times. It's a stock I don't mind buy hold for long term. Okay, so that is all I have for this week. Hope it has been interesting. Hopefully I give you an idea if you actually want to invest in technological trend, you know what you can do. So a very quick summary. Number 1, okay, if you want, you can just go to that particular article, 24 technology trend. Which one do you believe the most? Which one do you believe that is going to happen really soon, or which one you believe that is really going to happen? Because sometimes it may not happen. Okay, number 2, then I just go and Google in, what are the companies that are actually in this technological trend. And of course, please have your investment plan very clear. Okay, like for example, yes, like the investment plan part, it's also possible that you actually want to go for stock that is lesser risk. Okay, of course, to me, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but to which its own. So if let's say, for example, down here, if you want, you can also go for sort of lesser risk, like, basically you can invest in established companies, like Meta. Meta is also into AR, like Tesla. Tesla, of course, is into EV. Then what else? Blockchain. Nvidia is actually into blockchain. Amazon is actually into blockchain, as per what you see just now. What else? Health tech. A lot of the larger medical companies are actually into health tech. So, yeah. So to each its own. It's just that for me, if I believe there's a good chance for multi-bagger. So of course, if I were to invest in them, then that's my objective, but then I have to focus on smaller cap companies. So I have an investment plan. That's the next step. Okay, then of course, get stock ideas, just Google. Then with them, you have to understand the company a bit. Okay, you just have to take note for this kind of company. Very likely we have to give this away. Cannot just all pass the 6 tests because we are investing for the future.